Hello, my name is Ryan Deem, and I'm here for a portfolio presentation to show off my Excel and Excel VBA skills. So I put this little project together that takes data from the Chicago data portal. It's transportation information that will show. It shows total vehicle volume at certain locations within the city of Chicago, listed by street location, and it has a date for each location reading. And individual days have multiple locations, but that information is not assembled within this CSV file. So I wrote a macro that assembles the street by street information into a daily total traffic volume listing. And what it will do is it will pull in the CSV file that I got out of the Chicago data portal. It'll take that and then it will collect all the information from the CSV, every single line, and it will generate daily information. So it'll take all the different street information by day and total those street values up for the number of cars that pass by at a given location. It'll compile it by day, and then it will take those days and it compiles that information by month. And then it prints out the data by individual day with its traffic count. And so I'll go ahead and run the macro. And it should be pretty quick. So there we go. It just pops in. And so we have the individual day information here, and it's all in order. And I have a formula, or two formulas. So to read a month to date, or to generate a month to date value for the days, I can insert this formula, which just reads to see if the month and the year in this cell match the month and the year in this cell. If so, it's going to combine the individual traffic count with the previous month to date total. And the first cell at the top here, I'm going to just set it equal to that. And now I could copy down here. So these month to date totals at the end of any given month, the last day in any month, it should match up this monthly total with the sum of all individual days in the month. So I've highlighted all of the days in the month of October 2006, and the sum is 6,903,400, and that matches this value. So that validates that this function is correct. And then for the next function, to grab the year to date in the month columns, I put the function in, and it just says if this year in this cell matches the year in this cell, then it's going to sum up this cell for the individual month with the previous year to date. And then I just have to set the initial year-to-date cell, and this should keep an accurate year-to-date count. So for the year 2006, we'll sum all this up, and it should equal to this year-to-date total, which is 24,655,300. So this is how a macro can be used to take a CSV file in, and then it can do the calculations within the macro, and then the macro will insert the information into the spreadsheet through code. And you can even edit the cells, and like these borders were added through the code right here. So in this line, it gives a number format. Actually, here's the border. All right, so this information can be duplicated too, or the production of the information. So if I delete this, I can delete it and take the macro, go back to the main module and run it again. So it pulls from that same CSV file, inserts all the data in the appropriate location. So for any daily reporting, any trying to get a backlog of information organized and put into a format that can be easily read and can be submitted to clients and customers, this is a really good way to do it. And I do have the skills to do the automation. And then I also understand how to create the functions that are necessary in an Excel document. Although sometimes functions are worth avoiding and writing into code simply because Excel has to do all the processing to do the functions. So if it's possible to write it in code, sometimes I've found that it's very beneficial because it means less processing for the computer and less processing for Excel. And then we can validate this information a little bit further by taking the CSV here, the original CSV, and then generating a pivot table, which is the command Alt-NVT, if you can remember that. And what can be done is you can pass the date of count into rows here. So this it goes by year. And then put the data count in here. It'll generate information by month, by year. And we could take the total volume and pass it into here. So now we have a month by month reading of the total volume counts. So we can validate that the month of March 2006, so March 06, has 3,854,900 counts, which is matching. And now if we look in the daily, we can sum up the count here, March 2006, of which it has, once again, 3,854,900, which matches at the month-to-date total at the end of the month. It matches in this traffic count cell right here, and it matches the pivot table data from the CSV. So that should mean that all the information is correct and that the macro functions properly. And the benefit this offers is speed, reliability, and there's a million different tasks to be taken care of with Excel VBA automation. So if you're interested, let me know. Thank you so much and have a great day.